Hi everyone. So, about the last video, I want to sincerely and genuinely apologize. In hindsight, I should have stopped recording the moment that crash happened. The thing is, on my recording software, as I was recording the rest of that video after the crash, I could visually see the screen on my recording software, so I thought everything was fine. And then I rewatched the video and noticed the black screen and just the audio. So after that video, I was pretty much like, well, I'm not going to risk another crash like that. I'm just going to wait until they try and fix this as much as they can so that we can avoid this kind of situation. Now, I did some things on my own part here, basically messing with the settings. I also went to my GeForce Experience app, which is the thing that helps me handle my drivers. And I went with its recommended settings for the most optimal settings of WoW. So some things have been turned on that weren't on before in the previous videos. Some different settings have been applied. But also, earlier today, there was another patch. I assume it was a hotfix patch. I really hope so. I've been messing around with some other characters off camera to test the quality of the game and see if I was getting anything. So far today, I have had no screen freezes. So I think whatever the patch was today actually helped fix whatever was going on, because it was getting incredibly frustrating in that regard. So, again, I want to apologize. I considered just not even bothering uploading the video, but I also know that sometimes people just kind of like upload, if they lost the visual. In fact, Total Biscuit did this once with the famous Terraria series that he and Jesse Cox did together, where there were a few episodes where they lost the video. All they had was the audio. So they uploaded it as, basically as videos that just had the audio and had something on it. Now, I have not become very knowledgeable in terms of editing, or as well as having what I think might be the more appropriate editing software to be able to do what those people do, which is put something else on the screen for you to look at while you just listen to the audio. So for the time, until I learn how to do that, for the time being, it's just going to be a black screen. Hopefully someday I can learn how to edit it better. It would be easier if I had someone who is, one of those more knowledgeable YouTubers or streamers that actually knows how to do that. It could be like, oh yeah, sure, let me tell you how to do that. That would really help out. So it's just the audio. Hopefully the audio from that part is enough for you guys to be able to, get an idea of what was going on, what I did in that video. Obviously, and this is a big problem with trying to record a game like WoW or any MMO, like online game, is that you can't. If this kind of thing had happened with a game on my PlayStations or on another game here on my PC that you can save, like for example, if I was recording Dishonored and something like that happened, you know what I would do? I could reload the previous save to before I started recording that part and just try and re-record it again to, and avoid any crashes or glitches or anything in that regard, because it allows me to go back to that previous point to make sure that you guys don't miss anything. And unfortunately, I can't do that with World of Warcraft. You can't save your progress or reload a save when it comes to an online game like WoW. That's just not possible. So, the only way I could be able to do that is if I was doing the same quest line on a different character and just show it to you in that regard. I mean, it's possible, but I would have to get on one of my other characters, like my Worgen Death Knight, who's like 112 right now, who is questing in this zone, and, get him to this point and just show it to you in that regard. I mean, I guess I could, but man, that would be such a hassle to have to do that again with a different character this time. So I want to sincerely apologize for the previous video. Hopefully that kind of thing does not happen again. Fingers crossed. I think he's in here. There he is. Hello.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Have you come to beg for handouts like the rest of the stinking rabble outside? Don't waste your time. I'm here on business. So I can either say, remember me? I can say, Roko sends his regards. Or I can just straight up punch him. Why am I still wearing the pirate hat? Get that off. Ah, I have revealed who I am. Punch! Oh yeah? This is the true me! This is the me you get after what you did. He's like, oh. This is going to take a while, but again, as I've been reiterating throughout, it may take a while, but you eventually do win because, well, he just can't do anything. By the way, you'll notice my HUD is, changed. That arc HUD thing that I was showing you, or I tried to show you, that's, yeah, that add-on is off for the time being. I wondered if having a certain amount of add-ons was not helping the situation. So let's just say I've turned off numerous add-ons that I was using in order to hopefully continue to avoid the situation that we had in the previous video. I don't know if that was the reason or the cause, but I would rather not take any chances because I do not want another embarrassing situation like in the previous video. So yeah, it takes a while, but I eventually win. This is why sometimes questing as the tank spec is really great. It takes it takes a while, the battles, but you're less likely to die. And that's just much more my kind of style. Sustain, it's like I just outlast you. It's a style that I much rather prefer compared to quick burst them down before I die. Then sometimes you just can't. Not to bash on that or anything, but it's one of the reasons why I would be much rather quest as either a demon hunter, a death knight, something that can heal or sustain compared to like, I don't know, a mage that doesn't really have that much sustain. It's all about burst.
Things that would scare you and shellers.
Hey. Huh. I didn't know that was an achievement. The long con. Huh. How about that? Alright. Let's head back down to Freehold.
Ahoy! Keep the wind in your...
I was also getting a feel like, well, like there's a couple of things as well with that Worgen Death Knight I mentioned. One, I'm kind of getting a feel for how it is to play as not as an unholy, because usually I would play unholy Death Knight while questing because I liked having, my ghoul and such around to help me out. But I've been questing as blood. And yeah, basically questing as blood is the same for me as it is questing as Vengeance Demon Hunter. It's just, you just out-sustain them. You eventually will win. They can't kill you. And it's a lot of fun. And I've always enjoyed that about, it's just a lot of fun to it. Plus, he's a Worgen, so I'm trying to work him to 120 so that when I do get him to 120, I can hopefully show you guys the Heritage Armor quest line for the Worgens and, acquire that armor. I don't know if I would actually wear it, but I would actually want to perhaps wear the top hat. Maybe not on that Worgen, but I have a couple of other Worgens. Perhaps in memory of Total Biscuit, as I mentioned, because of course we all remember how much he loved top hats. And loved rocking them, right? I mentioned the Terraria series. I highly recommend that, especially when there's that one part where the zombie with the top hat shows up and they kill it, and Jesse, ends up getting it and tries to keep it away from TV just to mess with him, and he's just like, give it here, give it back. It's so great. If you've never seen that series, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite series ever on YouTube, and, it's just such a fond memory to look back on, especially in memory of TB. I mean, if you were someone who didn't like TB, I can understand, but if you were someone who did like him, and if you've never seen that series, you kind of owe it to yourself to check that series out. Like, he and Jesse made that series. Terraria, I've played it. It's fine. But playing it by yourself, obviously, is an entirely different experience compared to what it was like with those two playing together and providing the hilarious moments and commentary with each other. I always loved that TB kept going, why are people watching this series? It's terrible. And I kept thinking, because of you two. That's why we're watching. You both make it so entertaining. I found myself sometimes just going back and just casually just watching it just for smiles and laughs, especially after he passed away, just in his memory, just because it was one of the better series, that more entertaining series, because he'll say, no, it wasn't good. But it did bring us many smiles and laughs. That's what matters. Looks like I can turn in both of these over here. Gosh, I love being able to double jump as a demon hunter. You did it! So many pretties came back. The loud men are mean, but you seem nice. You want to have fun? The pretties love my special biscuits, but it makes them foolful. Then they have to go, Let's prank the mean men. Fly on the pretties and make them go. So, that's funny. I'm actually not going to do this right now, because while you are wearing this outfit, they're not hostile. So it kind of makes it a little weird trying to do this quest when you're wearing the outfit and they're not hostile. Once you don't have the outfit on, yeah, by all means, but when you... It's just kind of like it doesn't register because you're not supposed to be hostile to them right now. Oh, that's right, it's over here. I got all turned around. Hey, Flynn.
Thirsty? I'm thirsty.
Alright, now that the boss is updated, let's get back to work. So the Irontide Raiders are bringing the various outlaw crews together for a big job using weapons provided by the Ashvane Company. Something tells me that they're not going fishing. We should see if members of the smaller crews are carrying any notes or orders. I trust that you can handle it. I need to lay low and catch up with Venric. If anyone else were to recognize me, the odds of them offering a friendly drink are precisely 0.
Next round's on me. What can I do you for?
The captain of the Irontide Raiders, Harlan Sweet, has in it his tiny head that he's in charge of Freehold now. He's been forcing the smaller crews to pledge their loyalty and littering the whole town with his darn recruiting posters. Do me a favor and take down any of them posters that you find. Just don't let them catch you doing it, or it's a long walk off a short plank.
Until next time.
I'll admit, I do love all the pirate references throughout this zone. Hey! Quit it!
It's too far away.
Missing treasure. Alright, which one of you scurvy dogs dug up me treasure? Was it you, Ned? I know you was in the dead man's tail when I were talking about it. Or maybe it was old Nat's Barmy, huh? You're the one that what fed me all them drinks in the first place. Oh, and don't think I forgot about you, Nub. I ain't trust a hosen as far as I can throw 'em, which I guess is pretty far, but several lines are scratched out here. Someone stole me darn treasure, signed with an X. Ask Ned, Nancy, Barmy, and Nub about the treasure and then find it. Remember how I mentioned this place kind of reminds me of Tortuga? I feel that more and more the more we do this. Hi! Don't mind me. Ow. Well, I need to take you guys down anyway. Don't mind me. Actually, is that what I need to do? I'll double check this in just a moment.
I need to target something.
Yep, there we go. There's the order. There's the order. Where's the rum gun? What, I had to throw it in there at some point. You think I was gonna go through a whole pirate zone and not do that line? Like, hey! You're interrupting me dancing! Okay. There's a whole bunch of them. Silly hosen.
I need to get closer.
I want you. I imagine there are some people that came back here when they found out that Volpira were getting added, just to let out their, I don't know, negative emotions toward Volpira and furries in general.
Range.
I think it's way overblown, way too much of an overreaction. Nub. Something needs swabbing. So what do you know about this buried treasure? Nub heard about treasure. Whole tavern heard about it. All he says was, buried somewhere sandy. Who's that helping? Nub, get up here and swab these dukes. Not helping Nub, that's for sures. Poor Nub. I assume that's, you get so used to hearing the Monkey King, you can't help but wonder if, or imagine all the different hosen have voices similar to that of the Monkey King.
Stand and deliver!
And they're like, hey, what are you doing? Sorry about the mess. Apparently my guild may have a raid night going on tonight. But obviously this character ain't in no position to be doing any raiding. I mean, yeah, they did help me get some better gear, but no. Especially if they are getting ready to perhaps do heroic Nyalotha. I'm like, this character ain't no position to do that. I mean, I have hardly any characters in a position to do actual, like, high-level raiding. There's a legit reason why you've only seen me, in the BFA stuff, only do the LFR versions. There are the orders. A soggy treasure map.
Too far away.
Hey. Hey, that's just fighting dirty. Pirate.
I'm out of range.
There we go. Huh. You know what? I don't like these posters. Getting rid of it. Let's see. Oh, hello. Nance. Nance Barmy.
Wind's howling today.
Hey, what's up? What do you know about this treasure? Can you even talk?
Carry on strong.
Yes, I remember some of bragging about treasure. Something about covering it with seaweed. Just the thought of seaweed makes me sick. Uh-oh. How far is she gonna get? How far is she? Alright, they didn't show it. She just wandered off to go vomit. Because you know that's what was coming. She's like, uh-oh. Oh, it's coming. Had a little too much to drink. Alright. Let's go find Ned. Hello there, Ned. What? You'll have to speak up. I ain't here so good since the incident. What do you know about this buried treasure? Fairy ledger? No. Buried treasure. Scary weather? Buried treasure. Oh, buried treasure. Nope, don't know nothing about a treasure. Some guy in the tavern was bragging about married pleasure the other day, though. Like anyone wants to hear about that. Well, no luck. Sandy seaweed covered chest found. She did mention the seaweed, so let's see if we can find it. Aha! There it be. Is it empty? Tooth marks scar the front of the chest and the lock appears to have been gnawed open. Scraps of burlap caught in the hinges suggest that a bag was torn out of the chest. The sand around the chest is covered in paw prints. What the? Oh, hi. I don't want to have to do this. Oh, I didn't have to. Oh, no, it's right there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh! It was a diamond in the dog poo. Ah! Well, how long has it been since we've had a quest where we had to go dig through poo? This diamond must have been among the mysterious outlaws' cache of dried meats and other treasures. You carefully remove it from the dog poo. Ew. It's a number of crafting regions. All right, let's get back to Flynn. Oh. Fenric, where's Flynn?
Grog or ale? Or both?
That outrighter slow him down, or at least piss him off. Did you find anything? I'll try to make sense of these. You've got to help Flynn. Someone must have recognized Flynn and ratted him out. A bunch of iron-tide thugs dragged him off to the Ring of Booty for a special audience with Captain Harlan's suite. Flynn doesn't like to talk about this, but he used to captain his own crew, with Harlan as his first mate. Are we really having Flynn be Jack Sparrow? Wow. I was just making jokes about the obvious references, but they are going full out here, apparently. The two had a falling out after a messy job, and Flynn lost all taste for freebooting. Just disappeared one day. Harlan took the nastiest of the crew and formed the Irontide Raiders. In other words, it's personal. Rescue Flynn from the Ring of Booty.
Cheers!
Now, because I have already done the dungeon, I know what the Ring of Booty is.
That's it, boys!
It's a watery
Work him
grave
over
for
good!
you!
Things have changed, Flynn. I'm the captain now. And once the Proud Boys are out of the way, we'll be free to plunder all of Kul Tiras.
Run!
Run!
Our newest recruit has arrived. This'll be fun.
Flynn, seriously, you really think I can't handle this? This is one of the only things that really keeps irritating me about this whole thing, is that there's no acknowledgement of what we have done or what we've handled. Our characters have just come off of fighting the Burning Legion on Argus. And the characters here in Kul Tiras act as if we are, like, novice adventurers. As if we haven't done anything. Or that we're not capable of defeating anything. And it's just kind of irritating. Dude, I've been to outer space!
What to do with a couple of mutinous rats? Why don't we let the dice decide?
Triple swords.
Show your
Bad
steel!
luck for you. Carve them up.
Dude, seriously. I don't care what swords you bring. I'm wielding the Warglaives of Azzinoth. Given to me by Illidan himself.
I need to get close.
You can't match me.
Around. What?
2 treasures and a compass. Cannon and 2 skulls.
Better? Did I mention I don't play fair?
Can't attack that target.
Pirate. It's like, I'm like, you cheated. He's like, pirate. Gosh, I love that sigil.
God, these dice are cursed! Just get in there!
Send them all if you want. I'm still gonna take them all down.
I can't attack that
Enough.
target.
You're too late anyway. Our attack on Dalen's Gate has already begun. The Proudmoors are done for! And when Lady Ashvane takes the throne, I'll command her fleet! 10,000 gold to whoever brings me their heads.
Flynn, hold on!
Hey, Talia.
What? That's not fair. That's not fair!
Too bad. See ya.
I'll cut you from stem to stern.
Ignore that. Hey, Talia. It's about time you showed up. I like how she's just kind of holding Flynn like that.
How can I help?
I'm so sorry. I came as fast as I could. Talen's Gate has protected the southern channel for decades. If it falls, the pirate fleet can sail straight into Tiras Sound. The Marines at Vigil Hill will need our help. Let's go.
Stay on
We
course.
must get to Vigil Hill. Quick! Hop on.
Hold on tight!
You okay down there, Flynn?
Flynn! It's okay, I've got you. You alright? Where does it hurt?
Oh, everywhere! Harlan! The bastard sold out to Ashvane! He's...
We know, just rest. He'll get what's coming to him. First, we have to hold that gate. Oh no! We're too late. See if these people need help. I'll go on ahead.
Mama, it's loud. I'm scared. Just keep walking, sweetie. Don't look back. Stay calm, everyone. Continue up the road to the ferry dock.
What can I do for you?
You've come to help? Oh, thank the tides. These pirates are ruthless. They're bringing in landing boats to cut off our escape. The guards are down at the riverside holding them off, but I'm afraid they'll be overrun before my family and I can get away.
Safe passage, Gio.
Slay some pirates? Sure.
I don't have a target.
Come on.
I'm out of range.
Why are there Volpuras here? There's apparently a treasure in there.
Can't attack that.
All right. Five of 7.
Fancy a cuppa?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. The soldiers garrisoned here are doing their best to hold out, but they're struggling. Pirates haven't dared attack this gate in years, and never with such a large force. If you're handy in a fight, Lieutenant Terranfold will want to meet you. He's organizing the militia up ahead.
Smooth sailing.
Dalen's gate has fallen. How could this happen? We built that gate with the finest steel from the Waycrest mines, and it just came apart like paper. Yeah, well, that's Well, I was gonna say that's what Azurite can do, but then again, what Azurite is actually capable of doing is
I have many lucky doos.
kind of a odd thing to discuss. Especially based on what we see later. I find this funny. I've gotten these treasure maps here, and I'm wondering, do I actually need to keep these? There's a fading treasure map, a yellow treasure map. Oh, and I think to myself, maybe not. I'm sure some of these are hilarious, though. For those who seek my crew's wealth, let us play a game. Part of my gold lies alone, free from the stone, cage with a clear view of the horizon, gazing at the highest peak. For those... part of my gold lies in waterlogged bones, just a stroll from a lively town. Take care to ignore the local minstrels. Lies with my late lady. She rests where she was slain, a true Kul Tiras burial, forever in the shadow of the anchor. Part of my gold lies on rocky shores, where the rocks frame a blue blood's land, nested in an abandoned den of rats.
I have many.
Yeah, considering that I have handy notes and they just show up on my minimap, I doubt I actually need those maps.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
I will forever be a friend of the Grummels. Getting this yak mount was one of the best purchases I've ever made in this game. That 120,000 gold was well worth it.
Ahoy!
Aha! Reinforcements! Wait. Well, the rest of you, trust me. You only need me. I'm a walking army. Trust me, all you need is me, pal. I was hoping for a squad of Proudmoore Academy's finest. But I guess you'll have to trust me. You're better off with me than them. What we lack in manpower, we make up for in courage. Even the farmers here won't give up their land without a fight. Send the bravest of them to me. They will fight better alongside our marines than by themselves out in the fields. Those pirates have air support. They're torching our farms and splitting our attention away from the front lines. Take them out of the sky.
Hail sharp and anchor.
Okay. Hey, Talia. Poor Flynn.
I've trained my whole life for this.
The medics here are doing their best, but they've suffered heavy casualties and are strapped for healing supplies. With a few clumps of Evermoss, I could mix a pain-killing tincture to ease the suffering of the injured. Can you forage some from the nearby trees? I'll help get Flynn stabilized. The last thing that these people need is another wounded man howling in pain.
We can do this.
I'm sure if he was conscious, he'd be like, I wouldn't be howling.
It's too far
Hey,
away.
get down. Rah! Rah! Right, come on. Gather round. Gather round. Oh, da Hosen. Alright, let's rally the farmers. Let me at him. Come on.
I need to get closer.
Come on, all of you, let's go. All of you down here. Come on, let's go.
I don't have a target.
Here we go. Let's see. Ah, this stuff here. Okay. There's some more right there. And over there. This is very similar to the heroic leap for the warrior, and of course the hop from the barbarian in Diablo 2 and even Diablo 3. Though I don't think in the one Diablo 3 actually makes the sound, the hop. That was definitely made famous from the barbarian in Diablo 2. Alright. So turn these in. Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. Made them leave. Here you go, Talia.
Always dreamed of adventure.
That should do.
Serve with honor.
I'll leave her to help out Flynn.
Good day to you.
We'll get those volunteers paired up with the regulars and give them a fighting chance. Darn fine work. I'll recommend you for a Medal of Valor. We're dealing with the lawless, no-account thugs. As soon as they gained ground, they started looting. Looting right in the middle of a battle. Well, I, for one, am not giving up on our booty that easily. Get up to the top of Vigil Hill and man the main cannon. Rain hellfire down on those blackguards. Dismissed!
For Kul Tiras.
And we will be doing that when we come back. Stay tuned.